and welcome to the Specialty Matcha Podcast. My name is Ryan, and my co-host Songjun wasn't able to join us because he's in the States right now, and I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. And today, I'm happy to interview Jeff from MTCH. So, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for having me. Again, I'm Jeff. I'm doing the matcha cafe in Bangkok, named MTCH, and this is our 5th year already, and we have 3 branches in Bangkok.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years. It's a long time.
Yeah, 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it seemed like yesterday all the time.
I'm sure. It went by very fast.
Yeah, very fast. But yeah, lots of memory.
So before you started MTCH, what was your background?
My background, I used to work in a fashion company.
Cool.
Yeah, fashion buying, buy and trade, marketing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there for 6-7 years.
Okay.
Before I resigned and I have a short break, and then I started MTCH.
Okay.
But actually, the project start like we have the idea about like making the matcha for like over 10 years already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Like single origin, single cultivar type matcha cafe, or was it the same concept, or did that happen later on?
At the beginning, when we started, it was like just matcha, and then when we start to do a lot of research and discover this and that, we come to discover the single origin matcha. We come to discover the single producer matcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So I think it's add up, and then we got the MTCH start with the single origin, single cultivar concept matcha at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite awesome. You're like, it was the first walking into MTCH, I guess 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
For the first time, was the first time I'd ever seen single origin, single cultivar matcha. I didn't even think I studied a traditional Japanese tea ceremony.
Yeah.
And they never talk about the actual tea other than usucha or koicha.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, wow, this is just like coffee or wine. Like there's all these cultivars, and I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, the concept is like you mentioned. It is like coffee or wine, where when we go to like the specialty coffee shop, right? There are like a list of the beans that you can explore, the description of the varieties, notes, and story of the producers, and also the wine is much more bigger choice. And then when we talk about matcha, like 10 years ago, nothing is like this.
Just blends, right?
Yeah, just. People don't even know that it is blend or not. It is just something, some like green powder stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, and like I mentioned, when we start to discover, we come to know like the difference of things, and when we taste it and we get deep dive into it, there's lots of things to learn and lots of things to share, and we at that time we are like. We have so many ideas, and we have some place to present this. We have some place to make the exposure of our idea. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's very exciting moment, and it's also very, very challenging at the time.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, it was like nothing like this 5 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. So talking a little bit about the space that you've created,
yeah.
And I guess I'll talk about the Sukhumvit location for now. It is really cool. The first time I walked in, one, it's like flooded with light.
Yeah.
And for any listeners on who've never seen pictures, you should definitely go check out their Instagram.
Yeah.
Like it almost looks like an Apple store. Like even the color tones, it's like some mixture of like percent Arabica and blue bottle aesthetic.
Yeah.
And some Apple store, and it's so zen, and like everything is just set up for matcha. And I walked in and felt like you just kind of get it. It's like, wow, this feels just like a specialty coffee shop, but it's for matcha.
Yeah.
So what was your philosophies behind creating space and designing the cafe, and your inspirations there?
Right. I can answer in 2 parts.
Okay.
The first part is about the philosophy. Kind of like, I'm not really in that time into the scent aesthetic that much. And most of the time when we think about the matcha house,
it's tatami mats.
It's gonna look like the tea school or the Japanese tea house. I think of myself, I imagine myself working in that kind of environment, and it does not fit
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it does not fit my personal. So I just try to be myself. I just try to keep things simple, and this philosophy also share with the customer as a point of view as well. Because many times when I put myself into like that kind of like super traditional tea house, I feel not fit into it. And also I think the customer might think of the same when they come to the cafe with their like just their like casual dress, or
Oh, yeah.
they go to gym, they wear the sport wear, or they have a
It
meeting.
feels formal.
Yeah, it feel too formal, or they feel too I don't know, too special.
Okay.
I just want to make it simple
Mhm.
as I can. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Okay.
This is about the philosophy. We have a slogan at the beginning. We use the slogan contemporary matcha bar.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means contemporary is just everything that happened at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. You can be whoever you are. You can wear whatever you like, and you can come here with friends. You can bring your laptop. You can bring the books. Anything. Just come as you are and get a good matcha.
It feels like the third space. Like when you hear like Howard Schultz and Starbucks, like decades ago, talk about the third space.
Yeah.
It's a community space.
Yeah.
Really, you get that feeling when you walk into a cafe, one of your cafes.
Yeah, totally. And about the design, yeah, when we want to make the thing that like really like the space, like you mentioned. So I think about, like you mentioned, the blue bottles. It's my like whole inspiration of it.
Okay.
Apple store, right? And the Arabica, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just want to make it clean and modern.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to say, easy to approach. Yeah. That kind of thing.
I really like how clean it is, and it feels like everything that you see has some sort of purpose. It's not like a million things everywhere, and everything for the complex beverages, like the syrups, the matcha cans, the blenders, they're all in the back.
Yeah.
So it's just very clean.
Yeah.
And like this one barista station, and every single thing that's on the counter, they use.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. About the working space design, we have 3 branches in Bangkok, right? And we have Sukhumvit, we have Ari, and we also have a little bit outskirts of Bangkok. And if you go to these 3, so all the workspace are the same. The gap between the front counter and the back counter are exactly the same.
Okay.
The location of the tool, the rinser, the electric scale, the electric kettle are all the same.
Okay.
Because it's designed by me, and I'm gonna be the one who, you know what? If today I'm working in Ari, right?
Yeah.
And tomorrow I will be in another branch, or the day after tomorrow I will go to Sukhumvit. I should get the same feeling, same move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to make it like.
It's a memory, muscle memory.
Yeah. It's just a muscle memory. So I really into this kind of stuff. So I design everything, every centimeters that it matters.
Very cool. Yeah. It's actually in a similar spirit to tea ceremony. Like when you study Chanayu, everything has its exact place. Yeah. And like your instructor will correct you if it's like 1 centimeter too far the other way. Yeah, you know it. You know it, I'm sure like the advanced practitioners could do everything blinded. Yeah. It's like so, just know the space. Yeah. And every movement's rationalized. There's no wasted movements or crossover. Yeah. Yeah, like the process of making one tea, you start with this and you end with this, finish clean. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. And it's a very clean setup too. Yeah. Like when I watch them, it's not only is it the same every time, but you don't see matcha powder or green stuff anywhere. We try. You should come to Ari. Yeah, it is. I've been there once. It's last time, right? It was maybe 1 year ago or maybe 18 months ago. Yeah, you come here, it's totally changed. Okay. Yeah, it's newly renovated. Okay. The design is more updated. Okay, very cool. Yeah, you should be there. I like the aesthetic continuity between the spaces because the Ari location still feels like MTCH. I don't have the words to describe that. Yeah. But you kind of adapt it to the space of the building.
Oh,
Like it feels very, I don't know, natural. Like it's its own thing, but
Yeah.
it still feels MTCH.
yeah, I'm so lucky. Because every time when we scout the location, we don't think much. We don't think about the traffic. We don't think about.
Okay.
We don't think much. We just, if we saw the building that we feel it right, we ask for the rent and it is okay. We rent it.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Interesting.
yeah, that's how we work with Ari and Sukhumvit. I discover the Sukhumvit branch by like the, how to say, when I drive to the wrong place.
Okay.
And and I look for the
accident.
and I look for a U-turn, and then I just found this building with a rental sign on it.
Oh,
And
okay.
and I call it, and on the next day I met the owner of the place. We do some negotiate
Okay.
about the price, and then we put down the deposit.
Wow. Okay. Very
Yeah.
spontaneous.
Very spontaneous, but we just like it. We at that time we are looking for the space that's gonna be like our like headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be like well separate between the cafe part and also the office part, and
Okay.
we also have the central kitchen at the Sukhumvit.
For like the desserts and the wagashi kind of things.
Yeah. So this building was so right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So when you were opening up your first location,
Mhm.
what were some of the hardest parts that you weren't expecting?
It was very challenging at the time. Like 5 years ago, when we do the thing, that is quite like very new in the market. The matcha cafe is very very new. I mean, I'm not the first one who do the matcha cafe in Bangkok or in Thailand. There are like many great cafes already at that time. But what we do is we try to describe more about what matcha is different. And in that time, the people come to the cafe. Some are already expect that they expect to learn, they expect to discover the variety of the matcha, right? But some are not. Some they just come and they just want a good cup of matcha. And when they came, they found that it is too complicated, too hard to select, because they have no idea about the taste difference, about the character of the umaminess or the body of the matcha.
Yeah.
They thought like matcha is matcha.
Yeah, they just want a good drink.
Yeah, they just want like to grab a drink.
Yeah.
And we have to learn a lot how can we assist many kind of customer.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the most challenging part.
Is this the origin of the phrase matcha for everyone?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, the matcha for everyone is developed after we open RE and we find that okay, whoever you are come to the store, you should get a good cup of matcha.
Okay.
Either single origin or blend or very easy or very challenging matcha. You should get one that you feel satisfied.
Yeah.
This is like just a quick idea of matcha for everyone, but this is our task.
Okay.
To complete.
Oh, I'm sure it's hard.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places struggle to do that balance, because sometimes I feel when they offer a lot of advanced options, like something expensive, single origin, single cultivar, it's very easy to start lecturing or telling someone why it's good.
Yeah.
Like, this matcha is super rare. You should like it. There's only this many kilos made. And they slip into this mode of top-down selling versus like a more natural discovery process.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys thread that needle really well, because like I can walk into the MTCH in Sukhumvit right now and get a really nice Asahi made as an usacha, and it's perfect and wonderful.
Oh, thank you so
or
much.
I can get in like a frappe with the way like the staff feels so well trained at like having those conversations at any level. Whether or not you walk in and you're trying your first matcha, or someone where you want something very special.
Yeah.
And I can see how that was like, it's a challenging thing to do, because I've seen so many cafes. Sometimes I walk in and if I don't know, I'm like afraid to ask a question.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you go into a nice restaurant, you open a wine list.
Yeah.
Like you're embarrassed to ask questions.
Yeah, totally.
How do you like break those barriers down? How do you make matcha for everyone?
Yeah. For the price point in Bangkok, the matcha is very expensive. It's very expensive when you compare to the base salary or the average salary of the people in Bangkok. it's very expensive. We are talking about like $5 per cup, while the one meal cost like $2. So matcha is very expensive and it is a luxury thing. So that's why we need to make sure that all the people that come to the store get what they want. So that's why we do a lot of like role play situation. In the training. We try to categorize the type of the customer.
Cool.
Just to share, like in here we have like three kinds of the customer. The first is a new customer who come here without knowing anything. They just heard that this matcha place is nice, so they just try to come. So what we should address them to get what they want, and if they come back, they will be a second type. This is like a repeat customer that they found something good here and they like something and they come here. Maybe they want to get same thing or they want to try something new. So we should know them. And the third customer is an advanced customer. They have many experience in tea. Maybe they come from the English tea or Chinese tea industry, or they are like a matcha really like forward customer. So we should know them how can we assist them. So we do like a lot of role play training to make sure that the staff can be able to assist them.
Wow. You really feel that really translates watching just everyone interact with the guests at the cafe.
And most of the thing when we talk about the matcha is luxury in Bangkok, and people come here, they expect a lot. Not only the taste, the communication is very important. To make it right. Like most of the customers come from the coffee industry or the wine industry, where the industry is much more bigger. The people are like a giant. They got a great palate. So that's why we need to practice a lot, and we need to make sure that all the communication that we do is right. Like when we try to describe the tasting note, this and that, we have to make sure that all the people in the team get the same thing.
You can't have mixed messages.
No, you cannot. This is very important. The thing that many customers talk about our cafe is when we write down the description of the thing is quite accurate. I'm not saying accurate because it is not the matcha is not like a chocolate or that kind of thing, right? Make sure that the people feel the same. Like when you put down the seaweed, the nori, the edamame, the asparagus, that kind of tasting note. All the people, or at least all the staff in the team, need to be like agree.
For sure.
And when you or the customer come to select this matcha,
it sets the right expectation.
Totally.
So how did you go about the menu design? I really like the organization because I feel like it's very easy to make a decision. You can do like light brew or latte or specialty drink or hoji cha. And then within each of them, as you mentioned, the tasting notes are really cool. And I love how the tasting notes are different. Whether or not it's just with water or just with milk, the OYT blend has completely different descriptors. Or maybe there's some overlap. But, you even make the distinction on the flavor profile of the same product, depending on what base it is, which is... how did you go about designing this menu? How have you changed it throughout the last 5 years? And what's the rationale behind the decision engineering you have to do?
You mean how I select the matcha on the menu list, or the how can I approach on the menu?
I guess both menu design and what you put on it.
Let's talk about the user interface first.
The user interface.
The user interface. I just want to make it comfortable for the customer as I can get, because like most of the customer in Bangkok, 70% is come for the matcha with milk, the matcha latte.
70%.
70%. It used to be 80 in the past, but now people change. People start to shift to drink like more just pure matcha. Good.
That's cool.
It's good for me. Good for us. We try to design the menu that can that easy to understand. And just make clear how to say clear section of milk and without milk.
Yeah.
So and when the customer come to the store, you got asked, right? Would you like the matcha with milk or without milk?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you say milk, you go to this. If you say without milk, you go to that.
Yeah.
And okay, and we can explore what matcha we have today later. Yeah. So that kind of thing. Yeah. So that is the user interface.
Okay.
And about the structure, I just want to cover the choice of matcha that can go for the wide range customer.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like very easy matcha like OYT blend, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy, casual, and the tone, the roasted the roasted cereal, the roasted chocolate, all that kind of thing is very friendly for the new customer.
Yeah.
Or it is a comfort zone for the repeat customer as well. So we got to have this. We got to have something that really stand out the taste of the yummy matcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of yummy matcha. So I got to have something that really a good example or a presentation of yummy matcha.
Okay.
And of course, we have to got like the standard matcha from Kyoto.
Yeah.
Or like the very prime selected plantation of Uji matcha.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like and also the award winning. We have to cover the choice. And when you think about the customer that I just shared, we have this for this, we have this for that, we have everything for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So this
matcha for everyone.
Yeah. So this is how I put the matcha on the list. If you are like a crazy guy, you want like the award winning matcha, or even the winning lot matcha, we have it for you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And the price.
A lot more than $5, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to make it sky high.
Okay.
Yeah, some people might think that when they got like the award winning matcha, they mark it up like $15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so expensive, right? Or even way more. Like in Bangkok, there are like a cafe that costs the matcha 10,000 baht. Oh, no, 1,000 baht. Sorry,
1,000 baht
per bowl.
Wow.
Per bowl.
For a bowl.
For a bowl. Yeah, for a bowl. Yeah.
$50, $75, something like that.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, that's too much. I mean, I have that kind of matcha too, and if it is in our cafe, it will be like just 10.
Okay.
Yeah, just $10. And we think if you're looking for something really special, the price should not be like too high, a lot more than your everyday cup of tea.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, that's amazing. Because like, if you're talking about the best of anything, having like some of the world's best matcha for $10 for musacha, is insane when you compare that to something like wine.
Yeah.
Something like wine, a $10 bottle of wine is not going to get you anything special.
Yeah.
Or even a glass. One of the coolest things about tea is the accessibility. Because even at the highest end, it's still not that bad for the best in the world.
Like when we talk about the wholesale price of the best matcha, it can be like $1 per grams, right?
Yeah.
At wholesale price.
Okay.
And when we do the usucha, we use 2 grams.
Yeah.
And then we sell it for 10 grams. I think it makes sense. We don't have to like do the markup. How to say do the markup calculation and mark it like $30 per cup.
Yeah. Just because it's a scarce rare thing.
Yeah. I mean the margin is not that high, but I think it's okay. Yeah.
Well, especially because like people want variety, so it helps customers explore new flavors, discover what they like.
Yeah.
Anything, it's like a little rock on their journey.
Yeah.
There as they move forward in their journey.
Yeah. Sorry about this part. It is hard to explain in Thai because I never share this topic with anyone, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is good.
Happy.
Yeah. And what else? About how can I start the one menu, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All the matcha start with the usucha. Always.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time when I get the samples, or every time we would like to reconstruct the menu, we will go back to usucha.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
It's very important. But we do a lot of like brewing technique to get really know about the taste of the tea and how can they produce the taste.
Yeah.
And then when we really know the taste of that tea, so we make the recipe afterwards.
When you do sensory analysis on new samples or matcha that you're thinking about buying, do you always do it like azusa cha, or maybe it's also koi cha, or maybe also with milk, without milk, diluted, not diluted? How many, when you're looking to make a purchasing decision, how many different examples or preparation methods?
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Because I feel like you can do tons, but that's also will take forever to evaluate samples. So like, what works for you?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Oh, everything.
Yeah,
okay.
Everything. But koi cha is another thing.
Yeah.
We start with usu cha. If it can be like a good tea, maybe it can be a koi cha. But if it's not decent enough, forget about koi cha.
Worthwhile. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that. And when we start with usu cha, there are some highlights, there are some nice attributes that come with the hot water. Okay, we start to crack down the brewing technique, the brewing ratio that we need, and then we will get the recipe for the matcha drink. We call it light brew in our cafe, right? It is just like a matcha americano.
Okay.
That kind of thing. It is an usu cha diluted version.
Okay. That's my usual order.
The ratio is 1:50.
1:50.
1:50.
Okay.
While the usu cha is 1:30, right? This is 1:50. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the ratio of the total tea to liquid.
Okay.
Yeah, but the extraction ratio is another thing.
Okay.
We can do like 1:10, 1:8, 1:15.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing ratio experiments too, and I find 1:15 you get really nice foam.
Yeah.
It's interesting how just the extraction ratio in your whisk really changes the taste of the foam.
Totally.
And still, I need to do more experiments, but it's something I feel like not enough people talk about.
Yeah, not enough. I have an advantage when working in the cafe because I'm not the one who need to drink the sample. You know what I mean? When people they like to discover the brewing technique, or they would like to test the differentiate of the foam or the time, and when they do it at home, they are the who has to drink that matcha.
Yeah.
And they feel hesitate to throw it away. But when we work in a team and we have like a group of staff who can like do the sensory evaluation, we have like 10 people.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
it's the size you need. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a 10 people group up together, and we can like do a ton of sample.
Because that way it's not to your preferences, that you get a group consensus.
The consensus is very important.
Yeah,
this word consensus. Get back to the testing note. It got to be like the group consensus.
Yeah. I used to work a lot in sensory in my last job.
Yeah.
For large food and beverage companies. And sometimes when they were making a new version, like someone's boss would be the final decision maker.
Yeah.
A couple companies that are famous where the CEO has to taste every new product. If they don't like it, they don't release it. They call that golden tongue. And like everyone's so annoyed that they have to, like this one person's the decision maker. There's people have other preferences. That's awesome. So many people.
Yeah. You know, some matcha in the list, like some of the special seasonal matcha. I'm not like a big fan of it. But the team like it.
Okay.
Yeah, like 6 out of 10 girls like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. And you got to make sure that you present it right.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
you like it. Yeah.
Like I've recently discovered I don't really like Sincha. Like that fresh matcha, it's too grassy, too green for me. But like totally see how other people would like it.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if there was a blocker to present the variety.
Yeah, totally. Sometimes I can be like a mad owner. Like, okay, I like this one. I got to sell this one. And the people are not like it. I mean, the team are not quite like it. But okay, if you want to do it, it's your call. Yeah.
Well, you just have to make sure you make a decision.
Yeah.
It'd be very painful selling a lot of things that you didn't personally like.
Yeah.
But still, it's cool menu.
Yeah, I got lucky. I got a great team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the team is good. I've been there almost every day for the past couple of days.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Watching everyone work and interact, it's very inspiring. So,
Thank you so
I don't know if we'll ever open cafes, but if we do, it's really the high point for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of work at the back of house.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. All the, by the time anyone sees anything, it's either measured or pre-dosed, or they get it, and it's just the whisking. And then
Yeah.
It's like all the chaos of the complexity of preparation is away. And I've noticed too, like even when there's a queue, it's not boring. Like it's performative. Like that one long bar is almost a stage.
Yeah.
And there's always something to look at or to do. You don't have like the stress of waiting for your drink or knowing if it's gonna be ready. It's like
it's not like forever, right? Like you see the people working all the time.
Yeah. It's really cool. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. You should come to Ari.
I will.
Yeah. The last weekend it was like a long holiday in Thailand. And we have like 3 nightmares. It's like a hell kitchen in the matcha version. And I was there. I am the head of brewing.
Yeah.
During this long holiday, and it was like so stressful. Yeah. All the order, finish all the queue. So fun, so proud. Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed too, even when there's a queue, it doesn't feel like anyone's cutting any corners.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one's panicked. Everyone's just doing like the best work they can do.
Yeah.
Like it's because some cafes you walk into, it gets too crazy.
Yeah.
They're running around. They're making a mistake.
Yeah.
It seems like they're not measuring things accurately.
Yeah.
Like everyone's very composed. It's impressive to watch.
Yeah. There's no shortcut. This is our work philosophy. There's no shortcut and there's no compromise in anything. For example, we talk about the brewing ratio, right? One matcha, if the recipe is 1:10 for the brewing, if you did it wrong, you make like 1:8. It might be like just 5 mils of water difference, right? But no, it's wrong. Make it again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, make it again.
Whoa. That's just like in the early days of like Blue Bottle, if they pulled the espresso wrong, even if there was a line, they'd throw it away and make it again.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep it for yourself, you make it again.
Okay.
And I'm not charged the stuff because I don't want them to like I don't want to
fear.
they don't fear to accept the mistake. Because you keep it for yourself, maybe it's not right on the recipe, but it is a decent cup of matcha. But the customer need to get what they order exact the same every brunch, all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is our philosophy, and there is no shortcut, there is no compromise in anything. So that's why sometimes it can be so wrong to wait for a cup, but we have to do this way.
Yeah.
This is the only way.
I agree. Very admirable. Yeah. It's very cool.
Thank you so much.
So you own and operate an Nishiyusu.
Yeah.
So what's that like? It seems to be very rare. I think there's one in Minnesota by a tea house that I always forget the name of, and Mark from Oika.
Yeah.
There's one in New Jersey, and I think you're the only one I've seen has a big one in Thailand.
Sorry.
No worries.
I'm not sure it is the first and the only one industrial size issue or not. Yeah, but it was very challenging. At that time, we would like to do the Sukhumvit Cafe, right?
Yeah.
We think about this one gonna be like a headquarter. So it got to show like the new innovation of the thing. So we have the issue is to learn about the fresh meal, that kind of thing. But it's very challenging because to have one meal is like it's not profitable. How to say it is not we cannot make it commercialized because
it's too slow.
It's too slow. Yeah, but we learn a lot with it. Yeah.
Okay.
And now today we still like buy tencha and we still do like the experiment all the time. But if you ask me, would I get another one? No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Very heavy. I'm sure the shipping is crazy expensive.
The shipping when at the time when we have the issue is we whole new electricity system. Yeah, because the power load is not enough.
Oh, interesting. So you can't just plug it into the wall.
No way. Yeah, there's like a painful job to make it run. But at the moment when it runs, I feel so proud. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I imagine. It looks cool. Oh, that's big glass box right at the door.
Yeah. But actually, that one was a wrong design. I wish I could get a new updated one.
Okay.
Yeah, when it got the matcha doesn't fall into like a cross box. Yeah, on operation wise, it's just like very annoying.
It must take forever to clean.
Yeah. But thanks to my team, yeah, they can clean it nicely. Not take so long. It's okay.
I was looking at it earlier today and I didn't see any matcha.
Yeah. But we cannot do the grinding at this kind of period because it is like too humid.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's too humid and it's raining.
Okay.
Yeah, and it affects. Even the issue is in the cross glass display, right? Yeah, they are like
still affected by
still affected. Yeah, the matcha gets like a little bit stinky.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So I was walking into a cafe recently in the area, a coffee shop, and I was looking through the menu. It's like, okay, I have to look at the matcha. I usually don't get it at a coffee place because it's usually I'm disappointed. And I was in a mood for coffee, and I was looking through. Designed by MTCH.
Yeah.
I think it's CPS.
Yeah, CPS.
CPS.
Yeah.
So do you do this for other cafes, or what's? It was very cool that like it seems like you built their matcha program.
Yes and no.
Okay.
How to say? For a tea partner with friends and family only.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not that open to like the big company or the private or individual cafe to come to approach me because I just the one who run everything. It is just me and my wife running the thing, so I have no time to do that.
Okay. So it's just for friends of friends. So
yeah, just friends of friends.
A few lucky cafes.
Maybe not.
Good.
Yeah, but I think it is good to have a space to explore to like the new wide range of customer because like the CPS cafe or we just have a collaboration with a major coffee company in Bangkok. In Thailand, the name is Roots.
Okay. Oh, Roots.
Yeah, Roots. And I think it is a good channel to explore to the new customer and to show them how the possibility of the matcha can be. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because like when we talk about the coffee customer or the coffee drinker, sometimes they might think they have no idea how the good matcha tastes like.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like everyone's first exposure to matcha, at least for just like normal people who aren't into matcha already, is at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
They see it, they try it. And, especially in the States, the average quality of matcha is very low.
Yeah.
It makes me very worried how many people try it, say, I don't like matcha.
Yeah.
And they never want to try it again.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like it really wasn't good matcha.
Yeah. Same here at the time when I go to their cafe and they put the matcha, they store the matcha in not properly. So I think this kind of like this little detail, if I can help, it change a lot.
Yeah.
Like how to store the matcha, how to sip the matcha before brewing. People like to look over, right? Look over this kind of like little detail.
Like no one will notice, or it doesn't change the taste that much. But really, all these little details add up.
Yeah. How to store your matcha? Keep matcha in the fridge. Sip the matcha.
Yeah.
Use the time like this.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, do you have any growth plans for MTCH?
We have
steady, or
we have no expansion this year.
Okay.
And also the next year. I think 3 is okay. It's a good pace for us.
Okay.
And we would like to focus more on the back of house thing.
Okay.
Do more training. Do more like the service training.
Yeah.
Role play training. Sensory evaluation. We would like to stop the expansion and focus on this.
Oh wow. Okay. That's awesome.
That is our goal because we try to introduce new daring, challenging matcha next year a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. What else? We would like to focus on the product that we made, the MTCH Air, the bowl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the bowl that we do. Yeah.
So other products as well?
Yeah, and our other product, the home use thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that kind of thing. We would like to focus on this because we got a lot of inquiry for the home brewing customer from outside of Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
International customer, Southeast Asia, Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the home brewing stuff feels like just the ecosystem. I'd like to see it be more like coffee, because there's like 1,000 different ways to brew coffee. It's a little sad. Like you either have very artisanal chawans, but no one's doing things that can easily scale and be standardized across everyone.
Yeah, but I think it's up and coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
We're working on it. I'm so happy to hear you're working on it. So clearly, the ecosystem's evolving. So really nice.
Yeah. I think the foundation of the people is very important. Like the coffee industry can grow very fast because the foundation is very like.
Yeah, no one had to invent an espresso machine or a coffee grinder. Like they had all the equipment, right? Like they were ready to go. Yeah. But matcha, it's not. It's still like you have to invent from scratch the way your matcha program is gonna be.
Yeah. And I just listened to your podcast that you talk to the Nomi Matcha, right?
You know me?
Matcha. Sorry, you know me Matcha. Yeah. He has a very deep insight of the matcha, like where he put like about the weight in the matcha industry in Japan. Like no one, it's very hard to break in. No, it's very hard to start a new tea company in Japan. Yeah, it is like that. But when outside of Japan, we have not that kind of boundary. We don't have that customs to do that thing. So we can use all the power, creativities in our work, and we can see it through.
Yeah. Do something very different. No, for sure. So when it comes to matcha terroirs, you were talking about Yame, talking about Uji. Mm-hmm. Are there any other places that you would consider to be important terroirs on someone's educational journey? So if like I'm very interested in learning about different regions, and let's say it's wine, like, there's famous regions like Bordeaux, Burgundy, Côte d'Or, Napa Valley. They're just things that like you have to try to really understand wine. Are there other places than Yame and Uji that you would recommend people taste to understand the flavor variation that exists within matcha?
Yeah. I haven't worked with the matcha outside Kyoto and Fukuoka that much.
Okay.
But I can. So that's why I have a little idea about the place outside these two prefectures. I can share you that there is like a hip microclimate in Uji.
Okay.
Or even in Yame that are so cool. So maybe we can start with the the Yame is a big area, right? A big area, and the place called Joyo Town. You know Masahiro Kuma.
Kuma-san. No,
Kuma-san, he is an award-winning matcha in Fukuoka.
Okay.
He made a fantastic gyokuro, and he also made a very nice award-winning Sai Midori matcha. His plantation is very high. Like I'm not sure, it's like 650 meters.
That sounds very high.
Yeah, very very high, and like super strong sunlight.
Okay.
And very thick fog. Yeah, so this kind of terroir developed a very unique matcha profile. When we talk about the Yame matcha, you might think of like the matcha that get like heavily roasty, right?
Yeah.
Roasty profile.
Pica aroma or whatever.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Yeah, but this one is none.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's so wow. It's so young, so naive but pure. Super nice. Yeah, Sai Midori. It is like you get a feeling of the unripe berry.
Unripe berry.
Yeah, unripe berry. You get that greenness. You get that funkiness.
Okay.
Yeah, and the bitterness is nice, but
it's like integrated.
Yeah, it's super funky matcha. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is so hip, and also talk about Kyoto. The place like the Ide Town. It's very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice matcha. Underrated matcha.
Okay.
The price per kilo is not so high.
Okay.
Super cool. Some great producer in Minami Yamashiro, they do like the Tana copper. The price is okay, very umami, and they work really hard about the soil. They got their plantation got a right aspect to face the sun and the wind. and the distance from the Lake Biwa, all the things integrate to make a great matcha. I really like it. When I just do the uji class at our cafe, and we showcase many style of the uji cha.
Okay.
Yeah, from the very typical matcha mass high volume production from Wasuga, that kind of thing, to like the extra niche one, like micro lot in uji.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really fun and inspiring.
Yeah. I feel like you could sub out matcha and you could be talking about wines, the way you're talking about sunlight and slopes and fog. And it's cool.
Yeah, I did the WSET course.
Oh, cool. Oh, very cool. My co-host, Sungju, he does WSET.
Yeah, it helped me a lot to...
I imagine. Similar knowledge structures.
Structure, how the systematic approach to this and that, I think it makes sense. It gives me more clear pictures and logics to work.
Oh, very cool. I need to do it too.
Yeah,
it's one of my goals.
Yeah, it's really fun. I recently started to import it in this wine to Thailand.
Oh, I saw that. That's cool. Yeah. That's what's that like? Japanese, because Japanese wine's super niche already.
Yeah,
I know a little bit about it. I actually don't think I've ever had any, but my girlfriend's pretty into it. She's had a couple of examples.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very pure and energetic.
Okay.
Very funky.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like it. I'm not a big fan of classical wine, but I mean the classical great wine.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Like more to like the natural wine movement, low intervention.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, totally. And when we go back between the wine and the tea, we feel that it is the same thing, a work of labor, a work of like full of craftsmanship. Yeah, lots of patience to make the thing, to get the work, to keep the high standard of the work.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel the same thing.
So just as one last question before we wrap up, I'm very curious. Why is Bangkok such a hub of advanced specialty matcha culture? Even when you compare it to places in Japan, like Tokyo or Kyoto, or places in the States or in Europe that I've been to, it's this flourishing ecosystem of all of these matcha vendors. It's so popular. It really feels like it's like the best city in the world to come to try and learn about different matcha. And I'm very confused why. It's
hard to at the time that we start MTCH, we never expect that in one day Bangkok gonna be like a hub of the new movement of matcha. But I think at that time, I think there are like a lot of coincidence when we start to do the matcha thing in Bangkok. We start to do the matcha cafe, Specialty Matcha Cafe, which is very new. And in that time, we get locked down with the COVID. People cannot move around to other country, right? So when people cannot travel, they start to explore the new thing. And at that time, it's just not me that opened the Specialty Matcha Cafe. There are like lots of couple names of matcha cafe in Bangkok at that time, right? So I think the people, they stay in Bangkok, they discover the thing, and they keep to help to promote. Yeah, and it become a culture.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
it feels like it's a lot of locals at these matcha cafes.
Yeah, it's
not just tourists. Like in Japan, like if you go to a random place in Fuji, on a tourist street, there's a few Japanese people, but really it's mostly foreigners.
Yeah, you can put it that way because I think it's driven by the local.
Yeah,
totally. We have like the people who come to the cafe and appreciate the new concept of the matcha, or the people who start to make their own matcha at their home. So it's based on very local. So that's why I think it's become a hub, because when we talk about the hubs, it is like it is their daily life of the life of the people. All the people can get into it, and they feel like they don't feel matcha is a fancy or a strange thing.
It's become approachable. Yeah. It's not like you have to do all these steps to do it right. It's something you can do every day.
Yeah. So it when it become more approachable, I think people start to learn a lot. And there's a new cafe, there's a new tea importer, there's a new thing happen all the time. So that's why I think all things together it makes Bangkok quite unique for matcha.
Yeah. Building up all this local base. And it's really grassrooted.
Even the Japanese people who work in the tea company, when they come to Bangkok, they feel surprised. Yeah, because it is not like this in if you not go to Kyoto, if you not go to Asakusa, Tokyo, you don't get any like matcha vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in here, lots of there are like a new matcha shop open every week.
Oh wow! Okay.
Every week, or even they cannot find their physical location. They do like a home delivery.
Home delivery.
Home brewing and make it delivery.
Okay, like using the Grab network.
So you see how it flourished.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
That is so cool. Well, thank you so much for being so generous with your time.
Yeah, thank you so much too. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
Sorry about my English.
No worries.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it's perfect. So if you enjoyed this podcast, please consider rating us or sharing it with a friend. And be sure to follow MTCH on Instagram. If you're ever in Bangkok, you have to stop into one of their cafes for sure. And thanks, Jeff. And
thank you.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yes. Thanks. Bye.